What is up, y'all? It's your boy Ace. Now this video, man, is gonna be a little controversial, right? I said I'm gonna be talking about different topics that need to be spoken about. It might not be liked by everybody, but it's important for it to be spoken in. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but it's not gonna be too long because I do not have my own experience with marriage, of course. I'm not married yet, but I want to speak about what I've learned through my Bible reading and watching different older Christian YouTubers describe marriage, and just by seeing how the marriage rule is nowadays, and how it causes issues when those rules aren't followed. I feel like I definitely wanted to make this video because it's a video that I talk about with Brother JD pretty often in the chat, man. So it's like, instead of just keeping it to myself or keeping it to ourselves in the chat, why not share my own opinions? It's not gonna be on my opinions. I'm also gonna be pulling Bible verses. I have Bible verses on my second phone right here. I'm pulling verses from the Bible because I cannot speak from my own understanding. I have to speak from God's words. You know what I'm saying? That if you follow your own understanding, that leads to confusion, which leads to death. All right. So this video, man, masculine Christianity, right? And don't get confused by the title. I'm talking about, toxic masculinity, all that type of stuff, right? I'm saying masculine Christianity because I'm focusing more on think of it like, how you go to Amazon and you can buy a Bible, right? You can buy a man's Bible, which I have both. Actually, I have a regular Bible and I have a man's Bible, both in my room. I showed y'all the videos ago, but think about it that way, right? And think about these videos. I'm talking about Christianity, but I'm basically like the man's Bible. You know what I'm saying? If you differentiate the two books, right? I'm going to be talking about more stuff like in the man's side of stuff. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? This stuff that the church doesn't really bring up too often. You know what I'm saying? And I described why in my channel update video like 2 videos ago, so you can check that out if you hadn't. Right? So, first things first, man. In the very, 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 very beginning of the Bible, right? Genesis 2:18. The Lord God said, "It is not good for a man to be alone, so he will create a helper suitable for him," right? First, God created Adam, right? Adam was roaming around, Adam was doing his thing, right? But then God saw that it was not good for Adam to be alone, right? So he put Adam into a deep sleep, as y'all know, if you read the Bible, y'all know. Took a part of his rib, right? Created Eve, right? A woman is created from a man's rib. And that's why when the two of them brought together and they make love, right? Best way to describe it. And they make love, they become one flesh, right? And if you go back to that verse, it says he will create a helper suitable for him, right? When it comes to marriage, right? And when it comes to relationships in general between a man and woman, right? God created a man and woman for 2 different purposes, right? The man is usually the protector, right? The man is usually the go-getter, right? What's the term I'm thinking of? Bring home the bacon, right? The man's supposed to bring home the money and all type of stuff, right? And I'm gonna get into a little bit further of jobs and stuff like that later in the video because I want to talk about that, right? The woman, right? Of course, she has the role of a more caring, a more patient individual of the relationship, right? So when the kids come in the picture, the wife is better suited to, care for the child as far as like nurturing and stuff like that, right? The man is there for the protection and for developing the sons and stuff like that, and shaping the daughters to be a godly woman, right? A godly woman for her future husband when she's an adult, obviously, and so with the wife. Right, but the wife is more of the nurturing side of it, right? And the man's more protecting side, right? So, before I get into the roles themselves in the deeper detail, when it comes to jobs, right? I wanna get this out the way, right? When it comes to jobs, in my opinion, this part of my opinion, right? This part right here is my opinion. When it comes to jobs, right? Me personally, when I get married, right, I would want my wife to be a stay-at-home wife, right? I want her to not have to worry about working, right? Just take care of the house, you know what I'm saying? Cook dinner on days we don't go out, because of course we'll have days where we order out or we go out to dinner, stuff like that. Just have dinner ready. I'll be the one, you know what I'm saying, going to work, stuff like that. And yeah, that's just how I feel, my opinion. That's how it is in the Bible. That's how I feel I want to do it, right? Now, right, don't get it twisted. If I do marry a woman and she wants to get a job, right? She wants to work, or she already has something going for herself. That's fine, right? That's completely fine, right? She can work. Same thing with other women and other getting to other marriages, stuff like that, right? If women want to work and don't want to be a stay-at-home wife, that is completely fine. You know what I'm saying? That is their choice, right? I'm just saying that traditionally, at least in my own personal, what I want for my own personal marriage, you know what I'm saying, I would offer my wife to be a stay-at-home wife. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to work. I'll be the one working. You just take care of the house, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, right? But if a woman wants to work, that's completely fine, right? I'm not saying that. As far as rights, right, human rights, stuff like that, everybody should be equal, right? Everybody should be equal. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The job market, stuff like that, when it comes to like raises and stuff like that, it should be equal based on kind of the performance of both genders, right? So if a male is outperforming a woman in the same role, he should get a raise, right? If the woman is outperforming the male in the same position, she should get a raise, right? Equal, depending, like doesn't matter what the gender is, right? If one person's outperforming the other, they should get the raise, right? That is exactly what I'm saying, right? As far as roles in marriage outside of jobs, right? When it comes to children and stuff like that, the man should be the leader of the house, right? The man should be a leader of the house, right? And I actually have a verse right here I want to say. Ephesians chapter 5, verses 22 to 23. Wives, submit to your own husbands as to the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, his body, and is himself its Savior. Right? There's a hierarchy. Right? The woman should follow the man's lead as the man should follow God's lead. Right? God gives instructions to the husband, and the husband gives instructions to the wife. Right? That's how it's supposed to be, right? That's how it's in the Bible, right? When things, and I'm not gonna go into too much detail about different examples of celebrity marriage and stuff like that, but if y'all know, right? When roles are switched up in marriages, like let's say the wife is in charge of the husband, right? Like the husband is taking the role of the wife as far as nurturing the kids, and the woman has to be the protector. Right? That causes issues in the marriage because the roles aren't really there. We are set, as far as roles, we are set to be a certain way, right? So if we try to switch those roles up, things don't seem right. Things don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? And things start to, you know what I'm saying? Right? It should start, right? When the woman cannot be feminine and just be the one to follow the orders, like, I shouldn't say orders. That sounds crazy. Follow the lead of the husband, of the man, right? If she has to lead, she has to be more masculine, right? Which causes issues because she is not from God. She is not supposed to be masculine, and the man's supposed to not be feminine. So it causes issues right then and there, right? And I could go into further detail on this, but I think I'll save for another video about how we are different, like physically, right? Men are physically stronger and faster than women, right? It's just what it is, right? You can just various videos of the two genders in sports competing against each other, and we all know how the outcome goes, right? This is how it is, right? That's just how we built physically from God, right? But I said that could be another video about another time about the physical aspect of it. But as far as the emotional and mental aspects of the roles in marriage, I basically described it there. That's how God described it, right? The man should be the head of the house. The woman should be the helper, right? The supporter of the husband. And God's supposed to lead the husband, right? So, that being said, man, that's about it for this video. This video won't be too long. I just wanted to point that out real quick. A topic that's been on my head. I said I could go deeper into it, but I will do that in like a different part about like, you know, the physical aspects of difference of the gender and stuff like that. I could do that in different videos, so I'm not going to make that right now. But there we go, man. That's my first, second, whatever controversial video. It depends if you think the last AceIsSpiritual video I did was controversial or not. This is my first controversial video like that, where it will get some hate comments. I'm pretty sure it will get some views, right? I'm saying I'm hoping for the views as far as this to be reached out to other men who are, you know, worrying about gender roles and stuff like that, and do research on them, stuff like that. Hopefully this gives information that I threw some Bible verses in there. But as far as views as in itself, I don't really care about the views, you know what I'm saying? But let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. If you want to contact me, email, Discord description. I'll catch you on the next one. Your boy Ace out. Peace.